obviously, Nebraska's a great football team, but disappointed, in the outcome for sure. Certainly felt like through preparation and through what I've seen in fall camp and things of that nature. Definitely thought we played better. Definitely thought we played better. But I thought offensively, we can't do that to our defense. They obviously had double the time of possession, which normally is a stat I don't care about, but if you're not scoring points, then it matters a lot, right? So, I think they had close to 80 plays to our 40 plays or 38 plays or whatever it was, and that's maybe it's as bad as I've ever seen. But as I just got done talking to the team, and as a head football coach, you got to sit back and you got to look at it all. And I saw a lot of really good things today that lead me to believe things that we can build on. That goal line stop, holding to a field goal there late, I thought was crucial. I thought we started playing better against the run in the second half. But offensively, we've got to execute at a higher level to help our defense out. Certainly thought, just off the cuff, I'll look at the tape, but certainly thought that, guys played hard. Wasn't coming off the field feeling like our guys didn't expect to win. I told our team just now, I think everybody in that room expected to win. But when you play a great team like Nebraska, you play great teams that are going to be in Conference USA, you got to execute, and we did not execute. But I think you saw glimpses of some of the playmakers we have. I've got to do a better job of getting them the ball. I've got to do a better job of managing our defense better. And I've got to have a better plan for our offense in terms of simplicity to be able to execute at a higher level. Certainly felt like with playing a team the caliber of Nebraska, we couldn't just go out there in 10 and 11 personnel and just run base plays. Felt like we were going to have to be unique with our approach, and that leads to your guys you're having to think a little more, and that's okay. But when you have too much of it, and that hurts you, and that's what I think I did today, and I didn't manage it well as a head football coach. But I'm very proud of the way we traveled. I'm proud of the young men that expected to win on this trip, and I do think there's a lot of things we can build off of, but we got to get to the tape and see it. And I want to give a shout out to Miner Nation. I want to thank our fans. I want to thank our donor base and those people that came along the trip for this first game. It really meant a lot to us, and we're going to be able to build off this and go forward. But congrats to Nebraska and Coach Rule on a great game, well played, and they deserve to win today. That all went up.
How would you evaluate your quarterback play?
Yeah, I think we got to be better on third downs, decision making on third downs. I feel like when we're in rhythm, I felt pretty good about it. I felt good about the way that's getting distributed. But it's just, I think Skylar and Cade both came in and did some really good things. Even Shea came in there late and did a few really good things. Wanted to get him some reps just with the way the game was. Felt like it was good to get him in the game and get his feet wet a little bit as a freshman. But no, I thought Skylar stood to play in the second half. They gave us a chance. And I thought Cade was whipping that ball around. Obviously we went with the interception back there. We kind of had a misread by a receiver as well on that. And we just got to be on the same page with all the all the options we give our receivers, and the quarterbacks got to be on the same page. But I love the fight of all of them. I thought both quarterbacks fought. I thought they fought their tail off. I thought they had good command. I think we could, in an environment like this, it's hard to have great command, but I think they had good command. But we'll shake back next week and do better.
Coach, how's Jalen Rain doing?
Yeah, he's got a lower body injury. We're gonna get that evaluated. Certainly he was in a lot of pain on the field. Our doctors are looking at him right now. It's a lower body injury, and we'll get an update for you guys when we get it cleared. But we want to get some clarity on it first. But he wasn't able to return to the game, and we'll see what the extent of that injury is.
Was your defense just out on the field too much?
Too much, yeah. I mean, I think there's some things still that we could be better at, of course. I thought early in the game we got them in a 2nd and 30. Whenever they had we had penalties, you had them backed up. We can't let them convert that. That's not winning football, right? And I think that's on me because I didn't have the right personnel on the field. We had a package in there. We wanted to put pressure on 15, and we didn't have the right guys on the field. So that starts with me making sure that we have the right players in the right position. This game is going to be huge evaluation for us. We had 60 new players. I think we traveled 16 true freshmen on the trip, and a lot of those guys played, or at least played on special teams, defense, and mixed in there. We got to make sure we're right as coaches. I got to make sure that our staff has got the right people on the field, so that we can execute. But certainly I thought our defensive Front played stout, man. I know the yards aren't going to tell that, but when you're on the field that long, it's hard to evaluate defensively how good we were. But I think if we limit those snaps, there were some plays we made. We tackled physical. And again, I would rather us play physical in the secondary and risk PI calls rather than play soft and give up touchdowns. We gave up the one deep ball on the go route, and the end zone, the go route before half is the one that hurts. I don't like that one. We have two guys in coverage there. But overall, defensively, it's hard to evaluate because we had them on the field so long. Offense can't go 3 down. Offense can't not convert third downs. We got to get rid of third down defensively as well. But we had one take back, but it's hard to evaluate with the amount of time on the field.
That 3-play, one more drive that culminated in a touchdown.
Yeah.
What's working for you guys there?
Man, it all starts with the beat and great beat and play. There was nothing about, those plays that was game planning. That's our base offense, and that started out with that PN10 play with the slant to Goodman. He caught it for about 12, and then we go back to the zone play with Javon, got a big gain, and then we're able to get in rhythm, and then we caught him in man coverage, and Scott threw a heck of a ball, and Cam Thomas made a heck of a play on that ball, man. And when this offense is in a rhythm and we have our pace and we get the first down, that we're really hard to stop. And I think that was the best showcase of our tempo and our rhythm, and all 11 executing synonymously. I can't wait to watch the films. I want to see, how many missed assignments we had. And again, that goes back to me. I have to narrow in this game plan better for our guys so we can execute. But I don't know that besides that drive, Parker, if we had a drive where we didn't have at least one missed assignment. That's unexcusable. And that starts with me. It's not the players, it's me, because they got to know what they're doing first in order to give them a chance to succeed. And so we're going to get back on that. We're a young offense. We've got to be able to give these guys, and when I say young, you may have seniors, juniors, but inexperienced playing-wise, more so what I'm talking about. And we have to be able to give them a chance by being great at the game plan.
Was the run game a little bit of a problem trying to get that going?
Well, I'll be honest with you. It was, but I don't think I gave it enough chance. And that's all me. When we couldn't get those drives established, it was really hard to stay in a rhythm running the ball. I felt like we had to get it. The game plan was to come in and get 0 and 9 running, right? 0 and 9 are some of the most prominent D linemen in this league and in the country. And if we just try to line them and run straight at them, that's not going to be advantageous for us. So we wanted to get those guys moving and running and then go to the run game. But the problem is we couldn't establish the tempo and the rhythm, right? I thought the run game in the second half, you saw some glimpses where we started popping some runs with Javon, and I should have fed him more, should have got him going. They did a great job with their defensive ends. The way they played their ends made it difficult in some of the things that we were trying to do. And so, again, we got to have a better plan for that, and we will go forward.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, thanks for your time, guys. I appreciate it.